is a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Money. I'm your host, Harvey Freed. There's Alex Nafusi.
Hey, buddy. Good morning, man.
Hey, good morning to you, Alex. 9:01 this morning, getting things off here on a gorgeous, gorgeous day out there. These are the reasons why we live in Michigan. No doubt about that. July 25th, 2015. And I'll tell you, hot and sticky, I like it. I'll take it.
That sounds great, buddy. That's
fantastic
nice.
stuff. What do you got going on today?
Good work. I'm going to be honest with all of our listeners and clients and everything. There's something harder than getting a mortgage right now. With more paperwork and more hassle and more headaches.
Oh, you headed back to the office?
Oh, no. Adopting a dog.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
There's something more to it. I got you.
I thought, people, our clients are like, dude, you need another pay stub, another bank statement? Dude, you would think like I'm adopting a child. Like, it's unbelievable. We want to come to your house. Yeah,
you're a great dog owner. You had one recently.
I unfortunately put Jake on in April, and I think I'm making the turn, and I've been looking in, and it's like, dude, you think I'm a criminal? I'm like, dude, I'm a regular guy, man. I'm just a mortgage guy.
That's awesome.
I just want a new guy to come home to. When I come home after work, I want someone to jump on me.
That's great. Thanks. 248-539. Yeah, exactly. 248-539-9797. I'm excited for you, though. That's pretty awesome stuff. Of course, being a homeowner, you have that luxury, right? You don't have any rules or anything. You can have the dog run freely in your backyard. It's all fenced in.
I mean, there are rules, Harvey. There's the rules of life and the laws you have to follow and all that. But no, it's like, it's a great market right now. A lot of first time home buyers they're really excited. A lot of my friends are having their second and third kid and buying bigger houses. I guess really what I want to stress is I'm kind of getting that vibe that people are they're doing that keeping up with the Joneses thing again.
Okay.
The market's back. And I just, obviously, and listen, man, I'm paid to write and close mortgages and all that, and that's fine. But I mean, I really encourage people to just lay low. I mean, you don't have to, just because your friends are buying a bigger house, just because, your buddy's doing this. If your house is good right now, just hang tight. I mean, just, maybe look at refinance and drop the PMI, lower the rate, shorten the term. But there's no need to go into this whole, I don't want to see that 2005, 6, 7 bubble.
Yeah, it can get scary quickly. 248-539-9797. Again, we're always brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We have a full staff all weekend long to help you get that approval letter and move forward. We have tons to share with you, anywhere from appraisals to the purchase agreement to refinancing your home. Definitely tons of pent-up demand for the sweet houses out there. I mean, there's a lot of houses out there, but not everything's in A1 condition. Again, we'll touch a little bit about how to obtain those houses using the FHA 203K loans. I'll tell you, Alex, your generation, even a little younger, they're working their way back into this housing market. I mean, definitely moving out of mom and dad's house. It seemed like all the talk over the last 3 years was all this scary talk about the millennials were still living at home. They had too much college debt.
I'm not a millennial.
You're just over that.
I'm way over it.
How really?
Generation X. I'm like by years.
By years? Yeah. I thought it was like 21 to 33. How old are you?
36.
Yeah, it's like
I'll be 37
okay. Well, maybe you're in the next generation.
Yeah.
Well, you would see a lot like you said.
I'm old, man. My knees hurt. My back hurts.
Your age group, your people are definitely considering, Alex, as you mentioned. They bought a house, they got married, maybe one kid. Now maybe they've outgrown that house. There's no doubt about that. Also, some of the kids, people in your generation, the kids are getting to that age where they need to get into the schools. And now parents are looking a little bit more closely at that school district. So there are many reasons why things are out there and moving in the right direction. I mean, appreciation is up. There's no doubt about that. But there's a lack of these great houses out there. So I think there is still a little bit of confusion out there of where this market is headed. Again, jobs are great here in Southeast Michigan. Things are looking good across the United States. As the economy grows, hopefully homes appreciate, but slowly. We don't want to see that big bubble that was created in 06.
I don't want to see the 30% increase in a year. It's not good for anything. It's not good for stocks. It's not good for real estate. I mean, there's always, and that's what you're starting to see, these bubbles. And, people overpaying for houses. I mean, if you're going to overpay for a house, that's fine. If it's the perfect school district, the perfect house, is Harry would say, it's quality of life. It's a decision you're going to make, and that's cool. If you want to do that, that's fine. I want people to be aware. I do not want to go through another 2008. And we're sitting here right now, and you're talking about it being hot and sticky and it's sunny outside. Just the vibe of being out to dinner now. You know,
Yeah.
like it's good.
It feels good.
I mean, dude. I mean, 2008. I mean, it seems like it was yesterday, dude.
Everyone
I mean,
who called the show, I know, I can't even believe we're at the 5 years when
I-
everyone's saying, how long before we come out of this mess? And we said those 5 years are gone.
Well, yeah, and we are. We're coming out. I don't want to go through. I mean, I remember coming to the studio and just being like, dude. I mean, it's just like the vibe was even like in the 4th of July, like July was which is like my favorite month. It was just like, dude, like guys.
We look back and we see all the changes that happen in the mortgage industry, with the QE and making sure people are qualified now and setting up families for successful home ownership. Really cool stuff out there. And that's why we have stronger communities out there. It's 9:07. Hey, if you'd like to join the show, we'll get to some calls here. 248-539-9797. In fact, we'll start things off here this morning with Kyle out in Brighton. Good morning, Kyle. You're live on the ticket.
How you doing today?
Good
I
morning,
had a question here about my mortgage. I bought a house 3.5 years ago. It was $80,000 foreclosure. And gutted it, put it back together again. And now, the houses in the neighborhood are selling from 140 to 160. And my question is that the house is going to need a new roof and a new furnace here soon. What's my best option? Do I refinance or what? Because I know I have equity, obviously, in the house, but I'm not sure how to go about fixing it up because I do want to sell it here in the next year or two.
Yeah, I mean, you could absolutely refinance, man. What rate are you paying right now on the 80,000?
Well, it's a rural development loan. I'm not sure. I want to say it's 4.47 something maybe.
So those are great loans, by the way. It's a rural development. It's an RD loan. It's a zero down, very minimal PMI. It's a very, very good loan. You can take some cash out. I don't know that RD does a cash out transaction. I don't think they do.
Okay.
If your plans to sell in the next couple of years, you're in Milford, right? Is that right?
Downtown Milford. Yep.
Right by Smoke Street.
Oh, I go there all the time. Yep, I can walk to it.
Tommy Neville's, man, the owner. He's one of my best buddies, man. Great place.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah, good stuff. But I mean, I would maybe grab a small home equity line of credit to do the roof and everything. I mean, that rural development loan's you're on a great product right now. Yeah, I would just go to like a local small bank in downtown Milford and take $10,000 out to do what you want to do to the house, fix it up, and then sell it in a couple of years, man.
Yeah, you'll probably have that paid off. Yeah, if you just do a small loan.
Yeah, because the loan's good enough to just sit on then. So, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'll give you a call after the show. We'll touch base, and I'll put you in touch with some realtors, and we'll get you on the right track, man.
I appreciate it, sir.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle. See you, buddy.
All right.
Later.
Definitely a theme we keep hearing quite a bit of is, hey, I bought this house, I stole it. I mean, it's all about time, and there's no doubt a lot of families that were able to purchase homes from pretty much 2008, 2009 onward to maybe 13 really have some built-in equity. I mean, what was selling for $100,000, like you said, was maybe $130,000, $140,000 now. Not everywhere, but in most areas, if you made a great buy, you have some built-in equity, which leads to the fact that these homes are older. I mean, our inventory out there of homes that are in the area, even in Southeast Michigan, across really the United States, they're aging. The inventory out there is aging, which is leading to a lot of home improvements. And with built-in equity, you have ways to release some of that equity and do those improvements, whether it be Alex, as we do, a cash out refinance on the house. Just keep your one mortgage payment. That's a great way to go. And in his case, you mentioned maybe the home equity loan. I liked it too because he's going to be getting out of there in 2 years.
Yeah, he's moving in 2 years. He's on a rural development loan right now, which he's a 4 1/4. But
is that 4 3/4 or 4 1/4?
I thought he's a 4 1/4.
Okay.
If he's a 4
Either way, it's got a good
If
rate.
he's a 4 3/4, I might do a refinance.
There you go. We might do that.
You do as not a home equity line of credit. But here's the thing. I don't want to put him in a spot where he's not going to recover his costs in 18 months or 2 months before he sells.
Right.
And I'd rather put him, see him go, the home equity route and fix the roof.
Yeah, we'll run the numbers for him. If the equity's there, maybe one new mortgage could work for him. 248-539-9797. Good morning to you. If you're just listening, we'd love to hear you. This is the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate and Business Show in our 15th season. We are brought to you again by Capital Mortgage Funding at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. And be sure to call our office. If you don't have an approval in hand and you're starting to call those real estate offices, get that approval in hand. Really find out where you stand, credit-wise, income-wise. Find out what it takes to purchase a house. There's a big process out there. And we're finding out that the clients that learn it really enjoy the home buying experience just a tad bit better. It takes a little bit of the pressure off.
Not as hard as getting a dog.
What's that?
Not as hard as getting a dog.
Come back. I'll tell you about adopting dogs here locally. 248-539-9797. Come on back and join us.
97.1 The Ticket.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
We all love those 4th of July fireworks, right? But after the 4th, July just sort of fizzles out. But the Michigan Lottery is keeping the fireworks going with new Lucky Play. Now through July 30th, when you buy a Lucky for Life ticket with 3 panels, you get an extra panel for free. That's a free chance to win the Lucky for Life top prize, $1,000 a day for life, or $25,000 a year for life. With drawings every Monday and Thursday, July's the perfect time to have a blast with new Lucky Play, only from the Michigan Lottery. The Michigan Lottery's new $20 multiplier instant game, 100 times the cash, is here. And to talk about the incredible treasures buried inside this game, we're talking to a real pirate.
Arr!
It's not R, it's X for the exciting multiplier that could multiply your prize up to 100 times.
Aye!
No, it's X. Scratch off a multiplier and I could win a top prize of up to $2 million.
You?
Or we, could share.
Aye.
Play new 100 times the cash from the Michigan Lottery.
And put some extra play in your day.
Sharing is good.
Has a loved one in your family suffered a stroke or traumatic brain injury? Have you been told there's no hope? Over the years, Dr. Tammy Powell has devoted her life to those who have been told there is no hope. Her own daughter is living testimony that hyperbaric oxygen treatment can restore normal brain function, even when other doctors say it will never happen. You may not be familiar with hyperbaric oxygen, but it means you don't ever have to give up hope. Whether it's sports injuries, concussions, autism, cerebral palsy, strokes, ADHD, diabetes-related damage, or a whole range of other conditions. The professionals at Oxford Hyperbaric are successfully restoring individuals back to a healthy lifestyle. They offer state-of-the-art equipment and have treated thousands of patients from all over the world. Call Oxford Recovery Center today at 248-486-3636 and don't let anyone tell you your recovery is not possible. Recovery is possible. Call 248-486-3636 or visit oxfordrecoverycenter.com and let the healing begin.
Earnings vary based on your effort.
Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in Detroit? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the Detroit area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. Detroit is a perfect market for my system, and next week I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, call 1-800-339-3884. Seating is extremely limited. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals guide. That's 1-800-339-3884. That's 1-800-339-3884.
The American Red Cross and Suburban Propane are teaming up this summer to make sure there's enough blood for patients in need. We need your help. The only source of blood or platelets is a healthy volunteer blood donor like you. This is Donna Morrissey of the American Red Cross. Help someone like 9-year-old Jacqueline, who had to delay her open heart surgery because there wasn't enough blood available. Make an appointment by using the Red Cross Blood Donor app or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Be a hero to someone in need.
Don't have time to talk? Send us a text instead. The Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge ticket text at 97136. Don't overpay. Get into Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge today.
I'm Jeff Lesson. It's the only show that tells you what's really going on with Tiger Woods and everyone else. And the best deals in golf at the best courses only at LessonOnGolf.com. Lesson on Golf, Saturday, 7 a.m., 97.1 The Ticket.
In your radio, in your computer, and now in your pocket. Push, click, and listen.
97.1 The Ticket.
Oh, welcome back to the show, 916. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm Harvey Freed, Alex Nafusi here, giving you 1 hour's worth of some good mortgage information. If you're out there trying to buy a house or want to refinance, definitely give us a phone call. We'll teach you the process, get you done, hopefully in a timely manner. Most of the clients out there are getting their ducks in a row, and that's the key, is getting all your documentation in a row. So call the experts at Capital Mortgage, 1-800-LOW-RATE. We'll get you guys all hooked up. Hey, mortgage rates barely budged truly over the last 7 days. That's pretty cool. I mean, maybe, Alex,
I'm
they're
fine with that.
40-year lows right now. Okay, they're not 50-year lows or 40-year lows, but definitely rates are outstanding out there. What is your rate? It's based on your loan to value, your credit, how long you need to lock in the loan for. There's a lot of variables out there. Learn the process, deal with real professionals. Again, most transactions close between 30 and 45 days, so that really falls into place when it comes into locking the loan. You got to know what you're doing when you're going to close. And are you organized? If you're not organized, your file could take forever. So we got a lot to share with you. Let's try some of these calls here. We've got Trent out there calling in from Burton. Good morning, Trent. You're live on the ticket.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
What's up, dude?
Hey, I'm calling about me and my wife currently are buying a land contract house. We have roughly 1.5 years left on that. And then once we're done, we're considering a new construction home. And those loans, they're kind of hard to find information on. I was kind of wondering what I need to do to get my ducks in a row for a new construction home loan.
Are you looking to do like a construction loan where you buy the lot, you hire the architect, you hire the builder and all that?
Yeah, I'm in the construction industry myself. I know you have to pull certain licenses to be able to build residential. I'm in industrial.
Okay.
But yeah, that'd probably be the route we would go.
You're usually looking at about 25% down up front. And it's basically a draw loan. So you have the money's available for you, and you take a draw when the basement's poured. You take a draw when it's framed. You take a draw when the roof goes on. There's a lot of action that goes into those, Trent. I mean, I know you're in construction, but those are and there's a lot of work that goes into those loans, man.
Hey, Trent, do you own land now? Because obviously the house you have now, you just have a land contract. Now, what were you going to do then? Pay this house off, sell it, make a profit, and then try to start building a house? What's your plan?
That was the idea, yeah. Once I pay my house off, would be to sell it and to use that as a large down payment. I have a place to go in the meantime. So
right.
I could stay there in the meantime while that other house is getting built. But I was going to plan on using my current house as a huge down payment on this house.
Yeah. When you entered into this land contract on the house you have now, when did you buy that?
That was roughly 3 years ago.
Yeah. So you've got some built-in equity. My question to you is, why do you have land contract versus a mortgage? What's going on there?
It was from a family member, and they own multiple rental houses, and this was one that piqued me and my wife's interest. We were just getting started. I wasn't making what I'm making now.
Okay.
And they gave us a good starting rate. Now I've been paying double for the past 3 years to get it paid off so I could own it and move on to my next house. Yeah,
I mean, I'll come after the show and run some numbers for you on the new construction. But I mean, I'm happy to do it for you. They're just a lot of work. I mean, I think that usually I try to steer people to buy in like in a sub. I mean, there's new construction subs going up all the time, which it's a lot easier, on you guys.
But if you're going to purchase 5 acres, 10 acres, then of course you're going to have to go down to the city and get your building permits, hire architects, come up with plans. Usually the lenders will not allow you to build the house yourself. So the key is also to find out what the parameters are going to be. We'll definitely be following up with you after the show, give you some great information, Trent. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
248-539-9797. We got lots to share with you.
One of my buddies, Patrick Rafe, he owns Hill and Homes. He's been on the show
he's come
a
on.
few times.
Yeah.
I mean, you can build a house through him, and you don't have to take a new construction loan. We can do what's called an end loan, where we just basically pay him back at the end. So these guys will front the cash for you. And it just takes so much weight. I mean, obviously, Trent, he's in construction, so he may know obviously more than I do. But it takes so much weight off your shoulders. You don't want to general contract it yourself, man. I mean, unless that's what you do for a living, building a house. I mean, you talk to anybody. I mean, I don't want to pile on builders or contractors by any means. But speaking of contractors and builders, guess what?
Tell me.
Bathroom's done.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah, it's from like May 5th, I think, is when I
That's really not too bad. Yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a bathroom. You didn't have a tub, or what'd you have in there? It's like a powder room.
No, it's like there's a tub and a shower and everything. But I mean, we gutted it down to the studs. But I mean, it's fine. So finally, 3 months later, it's all good. But anyway, it's like building a house. I mean, if you can have a builder that's going to do it, you can kind of like tweak the plans a little bit to the way you want it. It's just going to be better than trying to design. Dude, I mean, Harvey, could you build a house right now? I mean, with an architect? I mean, would you even know where to start?
I've done it before. Yeah, I did it a few years ago. Maybe the wrong guy on that one.
How'd that work out for you?
No, it was pretty good. Actually, my ex-mother-in-law still lives in that house, and it actually is a gorgeous house. So that worked out good. But I mean, there's
on the lake?
A little bit more stress. Yeah, that one's on Otter. Definitely a lot more stress involved in purchasing and building a new construction house. I mean, back then I wanted to, get permits for building even a bigger house. So going back to the Zoning Board of Appeals, there's quite
did I say? I got to build a bigger house. I've been in the same house.
It was a small lot. It was a
for
tiny
9
lot.
years. Just lay low, man.
Hey, Corey out there in Flint. Now, Corey, you're flipping houses and making some money. Congratulations. When did you start doing all this?
It's been a couple of years now. We actually purchased a home and went through you guys in the process. And we were able to actually get lucky and land on something that had mineral rights on it. And that kind of gave us the boost to start doing houses on our own.
Awesome, man. Good work.
That's a great story. So, tell me about the mineral rights. Are you actually extracting stuff out of the earth that you can sell? How does that work?
Yeah, we just happened to land on it. It was already that way, and the person overextended themselves and lost it to foreclosure. And then we ended up kind of landing on it and taking the ball and running with it.
Sounds great. And now you're buying most of these homes. You're calling in from the Flint area. Are you buying most of the stuff in Genesee County, or are you buying inexpensive homes? What are you doing? How are you making money doing this?
Well, I'm actually not in the Flint area anymore. We're actually down in the Jackson area.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're just using cash from each house after we sell it to do it. But to move faster, we were told we could use a HUD statement as proof of funds. And now I've heard that there's potentially a change taking place where you can't use that for proof of funds of home pass homes backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. I was just trying to see if I could get some information around that.
Wait, so we're talking about tracking the funds to close?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're talking about tracking the funds to close on a new transaction?
Well, no, we would be closing on the house that we're selling before that date, but they require proof of funds. So we were using our HUD statement as proof of funds, and then we would be able to turn around and obviously close on the home we're selling before we purchase the next home.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I don't see an issue with that. I don't know who told you. I mean, a HUD statement with showing the profit you're netting on the sale of your house.
You can always use the funds.
You can always use those funds. Yeah.
Okay, I just was told recently, that as of recently, the government-backed ones were no longer allowing you to do that. So that's why we were just trying to find out if that's true or.
No,
I don't think so.
As long as we can track the funds to close, whether it's from a savings account or a HUD settlement statement, you're fine. I don't know who told you that, but let me call after the show and we'll get it taken care of for you, buddy.
Thanks for the call, Corey. I think we lost him.
We lost him there.
248-539-9797. We take all your calls on mortgages and real estate. Again, we usually lead the conversation with interest rates. We're still at all-time lows. If you haven't yet refinanced your house, boy, you're missing a great opportunity out there. So many families, they just did some statistics telling us that there's several million out there, maybe 3 to 4 million families that could truly take advantage of refinancing their house. It sounds scary if you've never done it before, if you're a first-time home buyer in the last 4 years. I'm noticing that you might not be as educated as you need to be. And refinancing sounds scary, but again, what it is basically typically changing the terms of your mortgage, or in many cases, which we're doing so many of, switching families who obtained FHA mortgages 3 or 4 or 5 years ago for whatever reason. They wanted to go minimum down. They had a situation where they were getting all gifted money. And in a lot of the situations where families that had foreclosures and bankruptcies, those families now could be away from that, completely away from that mess. Perhaps it's been 4 years. Everyone's got a little bit different situation of their bankruptcy or foreclosure, and you might be able to switch to a conventional mortgage with better terms. Find out more about it by calling us here on the show, 248-539-9797, or always at Capital Mortgage at 1-800-LOW-RATE. Always good stuff when there's stable job growth out there, Alex, and that's what we're seeing in this region. It continues to add strength in our housing market, and it's just really rolling right now in Southeast Michigan. People are working. You're seeing building. I know we need more and more building out there, and you're starting to see more and more new construction.
I just want to be, like I said, gentle. Let's just go, go slow. I don't want you to I love seeing the new construction. I love, when I drive home from work and I see people putting, the addition on the back of the house, or, they're doing construction and all that. I love seeing that. I don't want it to get out of hand again. I'm fine. Just laying low, like you said. I don't want to see the 30% increase. I don't want Southeastern Michigan to have like a California real estate bubble. There are places, I think it was...
They're back doing that crazy stuff out there, I think.
I think it was Santa Barbara. Values were up 80% from last year.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's just absurd. And when you look at the median income in some of these areas, I think it was $125,000, and then the median home price was $950,000.
It's nuts.
Mathematically, that doesn't work. If you make $125 a year, you cannot afford $1 million house. I'm telling you right now. As much as I would love to write a mortgage for $1 million, I don't want that. You can't afford it. I'm telling you right now. Just take it easy.
No doubt. 248-539-9797. That music tells us we're going to be right back with some great information. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket.
When it comes to cancer, why does better matter?
Better can make all the difference.
Better can make you a survivor. Better can help you fight smarter.
Better begins at the Barbara Ann Karmanos Cancer Institute. All we do is fight cancer. It's our sole focus every day. Our world-renowned cancer researchers and specialists are leaders in pioneering new cancer treatments. These advances help us develop better treatment options, and better treatments are proven to deliver better outcomes.
Could better save your life?
Or help you rewrite the future.
Or help you make more memories.
You better believe it.
Whatever your cancer, whatever your prognosis, you can get the best care possible just by asking for better. Call 1-800-KARMANOS. Karmanos Cancer Institute. Better treatments, better outcomes, more moments.
Yo, Brisk Iced Tea announcer guy, you there?
I'm an announcer!
There you are. Man, what is this four-eyed lemon guy doing here? He's just been smiling at me for half an hour.
That's Gary! He's from Brisk Lemonade!
Yeah, man, I know he's with you, but why is he here?
To help you win cool Brisk gear by Mishka!
Okay, that's pretty cool. What kind of gear?
Cool Brisk gear by Mishka!
I got that part, but like, what specific items?
T-shirts for your upper body, backpacks to put stuff in, hats for your head, jerseys that are also for your upper body.
So how do I win that stuff?
Find them, snap them, tag them, you could win!
He's still staring at me. It's kinda creepy.
Super creepy!
What do I tag this with?
Hashtag that's Brisk, baby, and hashtag entry on Twitter or Instagram.
Wait, 2 hashtags?
It is kind of out there.
I guess so.
That's Brisk, baby. No purchase necessary. Visit drinkbrisk.com for details.
Want your energy provider to be more clean and green? Well, DTE Energy is working hard to do that with renewables. And here to tell us how is Stephanie from DTE. Hey there, Stephanie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Tell me all about this.
DTE is a leader in renewable energy, and we see it as a very important part of energy generation and helping to reduce greenhouse gases.
How long have you been doing that?
Oh, we've been doing this for years. Just since 2008, we've spent over $2 billion on renewables, making us Michigan's largest investor in them.
That's a lot of money. What are some of the things you spent it on?
Well, we've installed around 250 wind turbines, built over 20 solar arrays, and other facilities so that by the end of 2015, 10% of the electricity we provide will come from renewable energy.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
In fact, that's enough energy to power 400,000 average-sized homes.
That is a lot of homes.
It sure is.
If you want to know more about DTE and renewables, go to dteenergy.com/renew. DTE Energy. Know your own power.
Davenport University offers degrees that are in high demand and that lead to great careers, something that doesn't just happen by accident.
Every year, we go through a process called program review. We study the job markets to make sure programs are delivering what's needed. We have no nostalgia for outdated information.
We make sure our graduates have the skills employers want.
We conduct employment satisfaction surveys to gauge their needs and their interests, and we can adjust our curriculum accordingly. We can approve a new program in 60 days. Other universities may take as long as 6 to 8 years to do the same task.
In business, technology, and health, staying current is essential.
Reviewing technology is a never-ending process. Software, hardware, security, gaming, the cloud.
The same with healthcare. Lives are at stake and the business aspect gets more complex.
For degrees you just won't find at most other universities, get to Davenport and get where the world is going.
Find out how easy it is to continue your education. Talk to one of our admission counselors by calling 800-686-1600. Classes begin August 31st.
Drive through McDonald's and start your morning right with the delicious sausage McMuffin, hash browns, and small McCafe coffee, all for just $1 each. Only at participating McDonald's. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Tigers falling 11 to the Red Sox 2-1. And Alexander Bogaerts' walk-off single off reliever Blaine Hardy. Justin Verlander went 8 strong innings, giving up 1 run and 7 hits. Former Tiger Rick Porcello won 7 innings, giving up 1 run and 5 hits. He struck out 6. Tigers 2 games under 500 for the first time this year. facing the Red Sox again today with Alfredo Simon in the mound. 3:40 our broadcast right here on the ticket. Tigers still 10.5 behind first place Kansas City. On the PGA Tour, it's Chad Campbell with a 2-shot lead through 36 holes at the Canadian Open. From the 1-800 Call Sam Studios, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
Some complain. We explain.
97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show. It's 9:31. This is the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call all week long at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We always talk to our clients. You can also email us or at mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. Alex, we haven't gotten many emails today. Maybe I'll throw out mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com, or you can just go to the Capital Mortgage site and really just email Alex and I directly. That's always a good way to get in touch. Alex, I was mentioning before the break that the job growth and people are working here in Southeast Michigan. And what that means is they're buying houses. With strong communities going on, folks are working, they're buying homes. I mean, even the MBA sort of changed their numbers up. Mortgage Bankers Association said, we might be in for a little bit bigger year than we expected. And that's the information we're getting also from the National Association of Realtors, that things are really moving in the right direction. If we finish strong here in 2015, it could be one of the biggest years ever. So definitely things are looking good. And one of the reasons why is, boy, that Fed fund rate jump hasn't really happened quite yet. And even if it does happen, it might not slow anything down at all, Alex. I mean, people are buying homes.
I don't really see that. I don't think you're ever going to see rates back, in the 8, 9, 10% range. It's just not going to happen. The housing market's really, I mean, when you think about all the jobs that are involved in building a house in the housing market, whether it be, like I said, people know I'm the most unhandy guy ever. But I mean, whether you're like I don't know, a finish carpenter, the roof guy,
plumbing, electrical, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
throw some out there for you.
I mean, there's it's supporting the housing industry and construction, supporting so many jobs. I mean, if there were a huge jump in rates, the government would just has completely dropped the ball. But
I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, right, let things move in the right direction for a long time.
Keep them. I mean, I'm not saying they got to be below 4% forever, but I mean, just keep in the 4s, even low 5s, and let's just keep moving in the right direction. Man, I mean,
let's go to Jeff out here in Algonac. Hey, Jeff from Algonac, what's happening?
Yeah, how you doing today?
Good. What's up, man?
Hey, my father-in-law recently passed away out on, he had a home out in Algonac right on the water, and there's no mortgage. The house is free and clear. The siblings are looking to either keep the home or sell the home. We may be interested in purchasing the home, my wife and I. And whatever proceeds are collected from the sale of the home is going to be split between the siblings equally. The house is probably worth about $350,000. And the question that I have is there taxes that would be owed on any income with the house being sold? So the house is sold, say, for $300,000. Each sibling's going to get $75,000. The house is not in an estate right now. It's still in my father-in-law's name. So I'm looking to see what the best path is to go down. If we are interested in buying it, should we put it in an estate? Is there any tax advantages? Or do we just have to pay normal income taxes on the revenue?
It's a multi-part question there. Let me ask. I'll answer the mortgage part first because that's what I do. You can do what's called a gift of equity. So if it's worth $350,000 and they want to sell it to you for $300,000, they can give you a gift of equity of $50,000 to cover the down payment, closing costs, taxes, and all that stuff.
So your portion, let me just clear that up. Your portion of the money that you might have received, you and your wife, actually could be a gift of equity, so you don't have to physically come out of pocket for any down payment. We can arrange that, so that's a good thing.
So if they had a gift of equity for $50,000 and then the house actually sold on a mortgage with a mortgage for $300,000, we would actually receive $75,000 of that as well. Could that be included in the gift of equity?
Right, you would put that as your down payment. Correct, as your down payment, it would count towards your down payment and all that. So you would actually get into the house for nothing out of pocket, which is good. The other part to your question, and I'm certainly not a CPA. I'm throwing it out there. I don't think there are taxes on that. But please double check with your CPA because I don't know the answer to that.
How about this, Jeff? Did the gentleman passed away? I mean, your father-in-law, and obviously that's a sad thing. Did he ever set up an estate plan? What's going on? Like, who owns the house then? Is someone else on title? Give me some other good news because this could go to probate and could be tied up for a while.
Well,
you own a house for $350,000 free and clear. Don't we have an estate planner? Help me out.
No estate.
Uh-oh.
He died suddenly, and right now the home is still in his name.
Sure.
All right, we got some work to do, man. But it's Jeff. It's definitely fixable. We'll come after the show and get you on the right track, and we'll get it taken care of for you, man.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate it.
You got it. Thank you, sir. You got it. Thanks, man.
All right, always cool stuff, especially on second homes and stuff. That's a lot of fun. Again, if a family member's out there and they own this gorgeous house, and several families, usually a family owns a house, or maybe mom or dad or grandpa, and then the whole family comes and uses it for several years. And you get to that point later in life when someone might be deceased or something. So very important as we get up there in age to set up our estate plans properly. And it's a little shout out there, I guess, to the attorneys. How come the estate planners out there aren't calling us saying, hey, thanks, guys, we'll have you on, we'll have you out here. But there's no doubt you got to set up your...
you're not a real radio guy. People shouldn't be calling you and saying, thank you.
They should say, can we come on the air?
Thank you for anything. Every day you wake up, you should just thank God that you have the
9:37 in the morning. Yeah, great. 248-539-9797. I got tons of information to go over. Purchasing with 3% down has been really happening. Again, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac set that up last year, but you can get back to those 3% down conventional loans for first-time home buyers. The program's working out great. And the reason why these minimum down 3 or 5% down conventional programs have always worked well recently is because of the underwriting guidelines. I mean, appraisers aren't there willy-nilly throwing numbers out at houses, trying to make purchase agreements work. They're tough. Appraisers are real tough on these houses. But what we're finding, Alex, is definitely stronger files out there. I mean, people have to qualify for the loans. Debt-to-income ratios are in line. And there's no doubt purchasing with zero down really isn't any more risky for the lender as it probably once was.
How do you mean it's not anymore?
Well, it wasn't.
I'm 100% partner if it's zero
well,
down.
that's always
you have
risky.
Nothing invested into it.
Well, look, if you don't have any skin in the game, that's why people walked away. That's why they walked away. They never had skin in the game. Yeah.
There were 11 million foreclosures. That's what this article says from CNN.com, and only 2 million people have returned to the marketplace since.
I mean, loss of jobs. They had bad interest rates. They were in bad programs. Those stupid option arms, interest-only programs. Some prime loans with no opportunity ever to get out of them. People were sending their names on non-conforming loans, but they never were going to be able to switch it to a conventional loan, and they never were going to be able to hang on to an 11% interest rate, or when the rate adjusted, they were never going to hang on to them. But we are seeing stronger communities out there due to the fact that the mortgage industry has changed, good and bad. Sometimes maybe a little bit too much oversight on it.
You were talking about my generation or whatever, Gen X, millennials, whatever, get in the housing market and all that. I mean, and I did want to share a good story about someone that, got into a house, and I was hanging out with him last night. Is the guy that put the house across the street from me. Colin,
yeah, you always talk about him.
Yeah, dude, it's
like your hero.
He is, because he's handy, and I'm not.
You're useless. He's useful.
I'm a better golfer.
Beautiful.
He can just fix things and all that. But
I like him.
Yeah, I stopped by last night. Man, he's got he's doing his bathroom too, but he's got it gutted down to the studs. I mean, dude, he took this house from this lady that I think she kind of lost it. She was like this crazy hoarder, and it was just it's just great house, like great.
Yeah. Well, he bought it right.
Great bones of the house, great,
structure.
Big house structure. Yeah. Good.
Location.
Yeah, exactly. And man, Colin went in, and he gutted everything down to the studs. This house, I mean, it's night and day, man. I mean, he's got to have. I mean, for what he bought it for, what it's worth now with all the work he's done. I mean, he's got to have $150,000 in equity. I mean,
that's awesome.
He turned this house. I mean, it's sweet, man.
A lot of people have done the right thing, obviously, in the last 7 or 8 years. I mean, you see it all the time. Alan Greenspan, he came out with that phrase, irrational exuberance, before.
Except, hold on, time out. If he starts sawing at 8 o'clock in the morning
then he's not your buddy.
Sunday again, I'm going over there, dude.
Yeah, you can take him out.
I know he's listening.
You can take him out. Consumers became willing to stretch themselves too much financially in the past. And I think those days are gone. They had some equity, but they pulled it all out of the house. And then when the market tanked, they were in deep trouble. So, I mean, that's what we saw in the past. Hopefully everyone out there is doing the right thing. Learn how your equity can work for you. That's really the key out there. All right, let's move on to Aaron out there. Hey, Aaron from Garden City. You're live on the ticket. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good. What's up, man?
Give me 1 second. Let me take you off speaker.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm. My mother owns her house outright, and recently my father passed away.
I'm sorry.
And the problem that we're having is my brother actually moved in to help her with bills and things of that nature, but they have fallen behind in their taxes and some of the other bills and stuff like that. Obviously, death in the family, unexpected death, is financially just can be detrimental. And that's pretty much what's happened. My question was, because she doesn't have a mortgage on the house or anything like that, is there anything that she can do to pull any value out of the house to help recover the costs?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
get her back on track.
Yeah.
We've never experienced that. I'm a renter, so I don't know anything about it. So I figured I'd give you guys a call.
Yeah, thanks for calling, man. Does your mom work?
She doesn't, but my brother does, and he's the one who's living there to help her recover. She's on disability.
Okay. So she has income. She does have income coming in, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we can use her disability income and take some cash out and pay those taxes off. And put a mortgage on it.
Yeah, she's not looking for a full mortgage or anything like that. She's just looking to get
a half a mortgage. Hey, Aaron, we got a lot to share with you. We want to talk to you about this. A great question. Stay on the line here. We're up against a break. It's 9:42. When we come back, all your calls, 248-539-9797.
97.1 The Ticket.
Tired of your current lease? Jim Closley Buick will get you out of your lease with $3,000 in Closley cash plus
$1,000 below employee pricing on a 2015 Buick Encore. 24-month conquest for only $89 a month. $89 a month?
That's right, Mark. And no doc fee.
Hurry, offer ends July 31st.
Jim Closley, 16 and a half in Gratiot and Clinton Township.
Did you know that the average cost for a family of four to attend a professional baseball game is over $200? At the same time, over 40% of all sports, concert, and theater tickets go unsold. So how come we're all paying so much when so many seats go empty? I'm Adam Canner, founder of ScoreBig.com. We found a way to work directly with teams and venues to get their unsold seats and pass the huge savings on to you. On ScoreBig.com, we guarantee you'll save on great sports, concert, and theater tickets. And we're not talking about last-minute nosebleed seats to events you don't want to see, but millions of great seats for the best events, days, weeks, even months in advance. On ScoreBig.com, when you successfully name a ticket price, on average, you'll save over 33% below box office price each time you buy, with no added fees or shipping charges ever. There are lots of places to buy tickets, but if you really want to save, then check out ScoreBig.com.
And now save even more at ScoreBig.com. Click on the radio mic and enter code 6767, and we'll take an additional $20 off your ticket purchase. That's ScoreBig.com, promo code 6767.
Snore so loudly you keep them awake?
Roll over or something.
Or do you feel tired even after a full night's sleep? Find out if a custom-made oral appliance is right for you. Point Dental Group for sleep apnea and snoring has technology that allows you to get the answers you're looking for. Dr. Van Wellingham is a board-certified member of the Academy of Dental Sleep Medicine. He's treated hundreds of people successfully and works with the best sleep physicians in the Detroit area. He and his team are going to help you end the struggle that can affect your marriage, your productivity, and your overall health. If you have sleep apnea and are being treated with a CPAP machine or just snoring the roof off, cutting-edge help is available at Point Dental Group in Grosse Pointe Farms and Shelby Township. Call Point Dental Group at 586-803-8300, 586-803-8300, or go to pointdentalgroup.com to learn more. That's Point with an E, P-O-I-N-T-E dentalgroup.com, and start getting the rest you deserve.
David Beckham, one ordinary man on an extraordinary mission, getting what he wants from wireless.
All I want is something unlimited. All in, one price.
He's up against AT&T's complicated plans.
You have to use the whole portion of data from the current month before you use the rollover.
Battling Verizon's outrageous prices.
So it's $140 plus $15 for any additional gig, plus another $27 a month for your phone. That is not a good deal.
David Beckham is right. David Beckham is right. Luckily, Sprint has what he's after. All In Wireless. Watch what happens at sprint.com/all-in. Confused about whether or not you're getting the full story from the other guys? Get All In Wireless from Sprint. Unlimited talk, text, high-speed data, and your pickup phone for $80 a month, all in.
Excludes taxes, surcharges, roaming, international, premium contact. Requires $36 activation fee and well-qualified credit. Includes $20 for 24 months on lease with new line and iPhone 6, 16 gigabytes, Galaxy S6, 32 gigabytes, or HTC One M9. Payment varies on other smartphones. Coverage and offer not everywhere. Limited network use rules and restrictions apply. Compared to 20 gigabyte plan with Edge, hotspot, and international texting. See web for details. Marks are property of the owners.
I don't know, but I heard some tales. Harry's gear is tough as nails. Coats and jackets, gloves and pants. Work boots, fashion, self-defense. Tactical outdoor survival gear. First responders boxed up here. Flashlights, tents, hats, knives, and tools. Harry's Army surplus rules. Sound off Harry's Army surplus.
Need uniform or work boots? Harry's has tons of durable and comfortable boots. Up to size 17. Stop by Harry's on Telegraph south of Ford Road in Dearborn.
Today, get out to Buffalo Wild Wings of Ann Arbor on State Street and meet the 97.1 The Ticket Street Team from 11 to 1. What's better than free wings? How about free wings for a year? Come celebrate their re-grand opening and see their new look. The first 100 people through the doors from 11 a.m. on will receive free wings for 1 year.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Donate to 97.1 The Ticket Student Heart Check Program, and you can help ensure that every student athlete's heart is healthy enough for sports. Donate at cbsdetroit.com/student heart check.
The baseball team that Detroiters love most. The Detroit Tigers live here.
97.1 The Ticket. Welcome back to the show. Till 10 o'clock, it's a Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show. Brought to you by... Till 10 o'clock, that's all.
Till 10.
Hey, we are brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, a 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. I'm actually headed to the office after, and I know we got a full staff there. If you haven't yet put your approval letter in your hand or found out what it takes to save some money on refinancing, give Capital Mortgage a call at 1-800-LOW-RATE. That's 1-800-569-7283. We still got lots to share with you. There's always great topics that come up. Recent data out of Irvine, California, Realty Track, a big corporation that follows all this stuff, shows that FHA loans were used in 23% of all purchases in the second quarter of 2015. I mean, there's no doubt FHA loans have been back ever since they've always been around, but they've been back a little bit more affordable since the FHA MIP, that mortgage insurance premium, was dropped, Alex. It made the house payment reasonable enough. Again, at one point, I think, what was that, 1.35%? The MIP, they were clobbering people on that.
You know why they clobbered people, though?
Because they had to recoup all their
account, because they had to recover all their costs from all those people that walked away from their houses. And that's what, remember how mad I used to get when people call me, I walked from my house, so the value went down, all that. Dude, the ramification of you walking from your house, the people behind you, the up-and-coming people, the first-time home buyers, were paying for your... I almost swore. Ooh, that would have been bad.
For your mistakes.
They're paying... It wasn't a mistake. They're paying for your irresponsibility.
Okay, cool. But how about when the government kicked out to those first-time home buyers in 2008 and 2009, giving those a first-time home buyer incentives? Yeah, $7,500 and $8,000. The $8,000 one you didn't even have to pay back.
They didn't bump the mortgage insurance premium until 2012.
Lots of opportunity to save money. Yeah.
People that bought in 12 and 13 paid for the idiots that blew it in 8, 9, and 10.
We can definitely say here that the U.S. mortgage market appears to finally have been back on the recovery. I mean, that crash from 2007 to 2010 was absolutely horrible. Home sales are definitely back. And now the numbers are showing that we're like back where we were in 2006, which was the previous strongest year. But this year, 2015, is going to definitely shape up. Hey, we want to hear from you. Got some open lines here. 248-539-9797. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show, again, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Definitely give us a call all day long. Alex, I put some comments in here about appraisal practices because many of the questions out there are about value, and we're getting nonstop. Still seeing some of this out there where some people are just putting too many improvements in their house or maybe just asking too much for their property, and the values just aren't quite there yet.
Well, I think you're wasting time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting the realtor's time. You're jamming up the market. I mean, there's no reason to do that. I mean, I don't think it's respectable to throw your house on the market and just say, oh yeah, put it up for $500,000. If somebody wants to pay for it, they can have it. If it's worth $350,000, list it for what it's worth. And I think realtors that take transactions like that, they're jamming up the market. It's not a good thing.
It's their job to get as much for the property as possible, representing their sellers.
I know it's a great conversation. It's a great debate. I think I I know for a fact the guys from Skyward, Dan Dubensky, Josh Taylor, Aaron and Cameron, I know for a fact that if they walked into a listing appointment and the house was worth $350 and the seller was like, well, we want to list it for $500,000, they're not even going to take the deal.
Exactly.
They're going to say, listen, man, I'm wasting your time. It's not worth $350. I'm wasting my time. And they're not going to do that. And I think, and that's why, you work with Nicole. I mean,
Right.
the people that we refer out from a real estate standpoint, they're good, honest people, and they're not gonna take advantage of it.
Let's say it is a seller's market. I mean, lack of inventory out there. If you've got a great house out there, I mean, it's a challenge to the purchasers. You're out there you're bidding against something. You don't even know what you're bidding against. You don't see the other offers. So it is a little tougher out there. I mean, it's scary. I think emotions are running high. We're seeing a lot of families that have had multiple offers just get rejected.
You got to take emotion out of it.
Hard to say. I mean, we see it still. We tell people, hey, you got to take your emotions out of it. And meanwhile, their offer's been denied 4 or 5 times. They're driving in circles here.
Yeah, I mean, we have a client. I'll throw it out. He's a listener to the show. Coach Mike finally got a house, but he went through the same thing, man. I mean, he looked at, he's been looking at houses, I think, since May.
Wow.
I mean, and he finally got some. He said, Alex, we keep getting outbid by cash offers, and people are going, the house is worth X, and they're going, people are offering $20,000 above asking price, and I'm glad he got that got a house finally, but I mean, that's the market that you're in right now, man. I just
competitive out there.
I just want people to be I just want everything to be consistent. And just be consistent, low key. I don't want to see rates go to 2% and then 10%. Just regular, normal consistency, man.
No doubt.
That's all I ask.
All right, time for a few more calls. 248-539-9797. Also, I'd like to talk about credit real quick out there. Again, if you're younger out there and you don't have any credit and you're thinking about, I want to have a life out there, you better figure out what it's all about quickly. Apply for a small credit card. They got secure credit cards at credit unions and local banks. A lot of times you'll get many mailers out there. A lot of these credit card companies will start you off with $300, $500, even $1,000 balance. But folks, you got to start somewhere. We're not saying that you got to carry a balance because then you're paying the interest on the credit card. But you definitely have to get the credit card, use the credit card, don't close it. And that is the only way to establish some credit out there. If you want to improve your credit scores, pay your bills on time. That's the number one thing. I mean, the statistics actually show it makes up 35% of your credit score, paying on time. No, it makes up a little bit more than that. Of course, having high balances on these credit cards also is a detriment to your credit score. So find out the little tricks you can. Give us a call at Capital Mortgage Funding. We can run you a mortgage credit report. We also have the software to get your credit score up. So a lot of good information out there. Don't walk around and say, we don't believe in credit. I pay everything in cash. That was really cool in 1960. It just doesn't work. Oh, is that me? No. It just doesn't work nowadays. You got to establish some credit out there. Thanks, Alex. I'm so mean. Hey, Bob out there in Richmond. What's going on, Bob? Help me out.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Good morning, sir.
My question is, I have a house. I owe about $50,000. My interest rate is 5 7/8 right now, and I'm kind of curious. I'm dumping a lot of extra principal on the amount. Is it still a better idea to refinance for a lower rate? I'm trying to pay it off in about 4 years.
I was going to say, why don't we shorten the term? I was going to say to do a 10-year, but if you're going to pay it off in 4 years and you're 100% positive we can do that, I'd put it like on a 5-year arm. Get you the lowest rate possible and pay it off. Be done with it, man. That way, almost everything you pay is going to go towards principal.
Get a lower interest rate. You can get under 4.
What interest rates do they have right now for a 5-year arm?
Under 4% in most situations. What's your loan amount?
Low 50,000.
Oh, that's a low loan.
Low 3s, Bob. Somewhere through there. But, yeah, I mean, you definitely got some options. Let me call through the show, run some numbers, and we'll get it taken care of for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right, it's always an interesting philosophy. You tell someone, hey, Alex, you just offered them a 5-1 arm, which is a 30-year AM. But what you were offering him was the lowest possible interest rate out there because he's paying so much down that you can set up the payment, amortize it over the next 4 years, and get the house paid off. That might save him a ton of money. Even with refinance cost involved, that could definitely save him some money.
I want to take this call quick.
Yeah, let's call it to Berkeley. Hey, John in Berkeley, go ahead.
Short on time.
Go ahead.
John, we're short on time. Be quick, partner.
Guys, I'm interested in doing some investments to diversify my portfolio with some real estate. And I'm just kind of wondering about financing a real estate investment like a duplex or a quadplex. And how is it different from a regular mortgage?
The only difference is you got to put down 25% on a multifamily if you're going to do it as an investment property. Other than that, it's the same. It's regular old mortgage, man.
John, it's a great idea. Why not diversify a little bit and buy a rental property?
Yeah, John, Berkeley's a great area. Royal Oak's a great area. I will. Let me give you a shot after the show, and we'll get it taken care of for you, partner.
All right.
Thanks,
that wraps up another version of the Hardcore Mortgage Show. Hey, we missed our buddy Harry Glantz, but he'll be back real soon. Keep it here on 97.1. We got Pat Caputo coming up with sports, social commentary. Call Capital Mortgage. Hey, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. For Alex Nafusi, I'm Harvey Freed. We'll see you next Saturday.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Suburban Cadillac of Plymouth.
Make the choice. Experience the difference. The Suburban Collection.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, we know you have choices. Only Suburban Cadillac of Plymouth, Ann Arbor Road off I-275, offers you the selection and tradition of nearly 70 years of automotive excellence in sales, service, and selection. Like the 2015 Cadillac ATS 2.0T all-wheel drive edition. Lease ATS for $249 a month for 39 months with no security deposit.